Hey, everybody. So we're going to be sharing a screen here. Go on. Give me a second to get everything set up here. And sharing screen 3. How's everybody doing tonight? So we're going to be reviewing all of the multiple units in San Luis Obispo County. So I wasn't sure how to sort them. Like, should we go, by city, or should I go by lowest to highest price? So I think I'm going to start by city this time, but let me know if you have any feedback or comments on that, and we can adjust that accordingly. So let's see. Let's start off here with Garrett Lane in Arroyo Grande. And I'm actually going to do this view. Let's do the client thumbnail view. Actually, we're going to do the detail view for like this, because then we can look at how many units are exactly here. For example, this one has 3 units. One is a studio, one is a 1-bedroom, and the other one's a 3-bedroom. So kind of give you the idea of how this will work, how many baths, and then the actual rents that they're presenting right now. And this is all the same information you'd get on Zillow or Redfin and whatnot, but kind of like it because I'm pulling it from our MLS. But just a few things before I get started. Sorry, I shared my screen already. But welcome in, everyone. In the top corner of the screen, you'll see a QR code. That's actually to sign up for my weekly market updates. Feel free to scan that if you like. Give me a like or a subscribe button. By subscribing, you'll actually be alerted anytime I do these lives. I'm going to try to do as many in the evenings as I can. That seems to be the better time for me at times. So we're going to see what we can do. I was trying to do them in the mornings, but it's just a little crazier in the mornings to do. So thought we would try an evening one and see how this works on going live for y'all. So let's go ahead and start in Arroyo Grande. So we're just going to go city alphabetically in San Luis Obispo County of what's available. So why look at multiple units? Well, if you're an investor, maybe you're needing to 1031 exchange something before the end of the year, or as you're looking into next year, making plans for the 2026 tax year. That might be something interesting. Maybe you're a first-time buyer and you're looking for your first property. Remember, with an FHA loan, you can get 4 units to start with 3.5% down. No other way you can invest in properties like that. You just have to live in one and you can rent out the others. Everybody's dream, right? So there are some restrictions with that. So DM me if you don't have a realtor, or contact your realtor and they'll fill you in on all of that. Some good information there to get you started for the next year. All right, so 748 Garrett Lane, let's get going here. This is in Arroyo Grande. This is 3 units. And as you can see here, this one's been 119 days on the market. They're asking 1.7 million. And you can kind of see a little photo there. And I'm just going to kind of zip through these. Again, I take my notes, always have a pen and paper and notepad as you go through these, because you might have something that's interesting for you, and then you can just DM me about it later. Okay, so let's go ahead and go. This is 462 Camino Perillo in Arroyo Grande, $3,999,000, basically $4 million for these 3 units. And that is in Arroyo Grande. And how many units do they got there? They've got 3, and they're 4-bedroom units, so unfurnished. So let's see, 10 acres, flat level, 2,400 square foot, 4-bedroom, 2 full baths, manufactured home. So is there 4 manufactured homes? This is pretty cool. Been 148 days on the market. Let's get these pictures a little bigger for y'all. I'm not sure what this is. Ten acres, 4-bedroom, beautiful 4-bedroom manufactured home. Is on a foundation, so that means that's financeable. Formal dining room, fireplace, energy saving features, all great condition. Why is this under multiple units? Several outbuildings, some with water, electric, and bathrooms. Possible tiny home village. Ah, I see. So there's some potential here. So there's 6 buildings, 3 units, 4-bedroom total. So anyway, we could get some details on this one. Not going to spend a lot more time on that. 6855 Atascadero Avenue in Atascadero. This is for $995,000, 148 days on the market. This is, again, 1 unit. What is it with the 1 units and the multiple units? Oh, it's the same one. So this is the same item, different view. No, this is an Atascadero. This is, oh, it's approved plans to build some things. Well-maintained 4-bedroom, 2-bath home. Anyway, we'll skip that one. I try and look for a traditional multi-unit that's ready to go. So this is $995, 24 days on the market. 5401 Capistrano in Atascadero, 4 units. 4 units there. Let's see what we got. 5-bedroom, 5 baths. 4 units in the hard downtown Atascadero. 1 2-bedroom on the ground floor, and 2 1-bedrooms on the second floor, and 1 standalone 1-bedroom home with a large backyard. So a couple of buildings, it looks like, giving you 4 units there. It's a quadruplex. So by the way, that quadruplex would qualify for that FHA program that I was mentioning, where you can actually, be able to finance that with 3.5% down, as long as you live in one of the units. So that's kind of a requirement of that. And the next one is 8740 El Camino Real, number A. So is that the same? Capistrano? Nope, just a similar style. And this one has 3 units, 6 bedrooms, so it's all in the main house. Unit A is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath. Unit B is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. And then you've got Unit C, 2-bedroom, 1-bath with a full kitchen also. And they give you some estimated monthly rents on that. So you can always do these calculations, see what your return on investment is. But again, if you're buying for a first-time buyer, 3.5% down, those are some great options for you. This is $1,080,000. So if you divide that by 3, that's $300,000, which I cannot sell you a condo for that in the area anymore. 7116 and 7124 Sombria Avenue, 1.7, 1.8-ish million, just under 1.8. 6 units, 122 days on the market. So it looks like we've got a 4-bedroom, 4 1-bedroom, 1-bath units, and then 2 of them are 2-bedroom, 1-bath units. So pretty cool. So basically 4 1-bedrooms and 2 2-bedrooms on this one, and giving you a total of 6 units for $1.7 million in Atascadero. And then you've got Cubril in Atascadero, $2.2 million, 167 days on the market. And this one has 3 new constructed properties, a 2-story home located in a PUD. So let's see what we've got here. So 3 units. Looks like they're 1-bedroom unit seats, but let's read through here. Let's see, we've got pretty cool 2-story home, 1,780 square feet. And we've got each home is a PUD. Trying to figure out what this is. Fully landscaped. It's under multi-units, so 3 units. So that's pretty cool. So each of them, 3 stunning, newly constructed, 1,780 square foot, 2-story home. So there's 3 of these homes for sale for $2.2 million. Basically, you can buy your own little condo complex here. So that's pretty cool. So interior photos represent the furnished. CC&Rs allow for short-term rental. Pretty cool. That's a unique one. I've not seen that before. So 3 larger units, making this up at $2.2 million. 74 San Francisco Street, 4 units, 3.7 million. This is in Avila, beautiful Avila Beach. Woohoo! This is if you were looking at comparisons to like Monterey County, the vibe, Avila Beach is a little bit weather-wise like Santa Cruz. However, it's got a super small beach town vibe. So you're not dealing with a bigger city like Santa Cruz. Instead, you've got a really small little town on Avila, right on the sand. Good location. Check this out. 195 days on the market, 3.7 million for the 4 units. And let's see what we got down here. We got a breakdown. Yes, I love it when they do this. So now you have 4 units, and you can easily, I like it when the agents break this down. 2 bedroom, 2 bath with a 2-car garage. And then you've got 1, 2, 3 1 bedrooms. And one of them has a 1-car garage. So pretty cool. That's amazing. 4 units for 3.7 million there in Avila Beach. Just make sure we don't have any questions. I keep forgetting we're doing this live. Usually I record these and just kind of put them out later, chop them up and put them out. But now I'm kind of doing the live thing just to make it easier. That way it's all done. I don't have to be reposting things. This is a duplex, 800 grand, 2 units. So averaging at a 400,000 unit. Let's see, 2 units, and each one is a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, and each one has a 2-car garage. How about that? Can't beat that. That's pretty nice. And that's in Grover Beach, California. That's a duplex at 560 South 12th Street for 800 grand. And by the way, that's been on the market just under a month, and they're asking 800 for that. You can see some of these days on market are a little higher for the multi-units, right? So if they're priced well, they will go rather quickly, by the way. If not, they kind of sit a little bit until someone negotiates and gets into that property. So all these, I would say, might be negotiable at this point at some of these days on market that I'm seeing. 2 units, 172 North 13th in Grover Beach. This is 975, 135 days on the market. Looks pretty cute. We've got a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and a 4 bedroom, 3 bath. What? Let's see. Unit A is a 4 bedroom, 3 bath home. So this is where opportunity comes in, because think about this. You're a first time buyer. Maybe you want to buy the home, live in the smaller unit, and rent out the bigger one. This isn't going to be your forever home. This can help you get into a beachfront community for 3.5% down and have a duplex. So again, thinking long term, this is pretty awesome. So, but they're asking 975 after 135 days. So anyway, talk to your realtor about that. I would say the market has spoken on that one. It might need some help. All right, so then we've got 241 South 10th Street in Grover Beach. Check this out for 994,000. It's been on the market 324 days. So that's been almost a year on the market. 2 units. This again is in Grover Beach. And this one here, let's see what the breakdown is. So it's a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, and a 1 bedroom that you get there. And so that's an interesting opportunity. Maybe there's some negotiation room there. Who knows? So that's a nice one. Take a look at. Nice one to, some of these that are longer days on the market, I just think there are opportunities to negotiate and go and talk to your realtor and see what you can do. So 192 North 7th in Grover Beach, 56 days active on the MLS. They're asking 1.5 million for this one, and it is 2 units, so about 750,000 a unit, 1,700 square feet of living space. Let's see, we got 2 homes on a 10,000 square foot lot, R3 corner ocean view lot, room for 2 families. So that's where your price is coming in here. So you've got the little houses, and pretty quaint. Only 4 pictures, and there are 56 days on the market, 1.5 million, 2 units, 4 bedroom, 2 bath, and unfurnished. And that is in Grover Beach. Just to show you on the map, in case you're from out of town, while that's pulling up, you kind of see that. So you're just a short drive from the ocean, and it looks like it's near the Grand Avenue entrance to the beach, which you can drive on the beach here. So that's pretty cool. Great location, a lot of fun. Okay, let's continue on. Got 42 of these to look at. This is in Los Osos, which is between San Luis Obispo and Morro Bay, sort of, and more adjacent to Morro Bay, just a little south of Morro Bay. 525,000. This is 352 days on the MLS. One unit. Why does it say one unit, but yet we're in multi-units? I must have selected something wrong. So anyway, this is a one bedroom, large R2 residential multifamily lot. Oh, because it's including the lot as a multifamily potential. So that's why it's showing up here. So approved plans for a 4-unit apartment complex, ready to build according to the seller here. Comes with those plans and a little office building that can be rented out commercially too. So this is kind of a project build. So, you know, you're looking at the lot and you can get construction financing for this. Especially if the plans are there ready to build, that's something you can check out and check with the municipality, check with the city to make sure all your water credits are in place and whatnot, all that good stuff. And then also check on, you know, have the plans expired? Are they current? You could dig into all that stuff if you're looking into something like that. Here's a duplex, 799,000, 46 days on the market. This is 1949 11th Street in Los Osos that we were just at. So 2 units. So again, about 400,000 a unit. I can't find condos for that price anywhere anymore, hardly. 2 bedroom, 2 baths, each one. Check it out. So again, getting back to my duplex idea for a first-time buyer, why not buy one and rent the other one out? You know, you can buy this with 3.5% down. And yeah, you have some fees. You have a private mortgage insurance that will be tacked onto that loan, but this gives you a great opportunity to purchase something that could be a future investment. You just have to be an owner occupant, I believe, for about a year. Check with your lender. I'm not sure on all the rules. I'm not a lender, but I believe you have to be in the property, owner occupant, for at least a year to qualify for this loan. Maybe 2 years. I'm not sure. I have to double check that. I should have checked that before I got started on this. Duplex, another one on Los Osos, 1937 11th Street, 799, 46 days on the market, 2 units. So again, not too long on the market. 46 days wouldn't shock me for a duplex. It's, you know, these aren't for everybody. These are 2 bedroom, 2 baths, unfurnished. But I think if someone had a 1031 exchange they were doing and needed to park something, these are great locations. Los Osos is really a great spot and near the water too. Now we're getting right next to Morro Bay. This is 16 units. What? Must be the lot. Business opportunity, downtown Morro Bay. I should have excluded these. I was focusing more on residential. So this is more of a commercial setup. So I'm going to skip that. So you have some potential residential, I believe, in here. High visibility, corner location, prominent, easy access, benefit from ample street. Establish your destination business. Yeah, it's more of a business opportunity. I'm going to skip that. Duplex. If I see more of those, I'm just going to skip through them. I want to look at these duplexes, triplexes. I should have just narrowed down our search here. In fact, you know what? Let's just do that. Let's just do that. We just want the duplexes, quadruplex, and triplex. Why not a townhouse? I don't want townhouses. All right, so this will clean this list up. I apologize. So let's start in Morro Bay. We'll get this moving along a little faster for everybody here. All right, so now in Morro Bay, you've got 2 units. This is let's do the customer full view. I like this view again. So a duplex, and it's 1.1 million. This has been on the market 59 days. So you're basically paying about 560,000 a unit, which when you think about it, not too bad because your home prices, I'd challenge you to find a $500,000 2-bedroom or 1-bedroom, you know, that you could get with a granny unit already on it. So this is already, everybody talks about getting an ADU on their property. These already are basically like buying an ADU property. So again, you can live in one, rent the other out with that FHA program. So let's move on. Juniper in Morro Bay, 2675 Juniper, 1.1 million, 143 days on the market. I'm going to guess it's because it's 2 units. Yes. And ooh, this is a lot of pictures. Okay, so these are the 2 units. Looks like we got one in front and they built the nice one in the back with its own access. Okay. So this one is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. So one must be furnished. They must be Airbnb-ing one of them. Let's see. Let's even check that. 2-bedroom, both located lower level. Detached homes. Okay, they don't say anything about the short-term rentals, but that's something we could check into. Okay, this is in Morro Bay, 45 Morro still. 2.7 million for 1 unit. What's going on here? The main home includes 2 bedrooms and 2 baths. And don't see what else it's got here. Let's see what they have down here. 2-bedroom, 2-bath. What are we talking about? This must be, why are they calling it a duplex? Maybe it's just 1 bedroom each. The main home includes 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. While the here it is. Secondary unit enjoys south-facing vistas across the park and waterfront. So let's just take a quick gander here. So it says 1 unit. So awesome location. Come on. It's Morro Bay. So it's got a unique spot. So, you know, and I know most people get shocked by these prices, but if you're from LA or San Francisco, these are still bargains. I know that's crazy to say when I'm talking about a 2.7 million unit, which appears to just be a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Yeah, I think that's all you've got officially there. 2-bedroom, 2-bath with a little bunkhouse maybe. So here's a triplex on Quintana, 2.7 million, 87 days on the market. Pretty nice. Let's see what we got here. It says it's a triplex. So we've got 3 units here. 3 units across 8-bedroom, 5 baths. So it's probably a main house broken up. Let's see what we got here. 3 permitted homes, 2-bedroom main house, and a 4-bedroom modular, and a 2-bedroom modular, 3 septic tanks, 2 RV hookups, 2 wells, 1 residential and 1 ag, 1,500 square foot shop and garage. And this baby's been on the market 90 days for 2.7 million, and it comes on a 10-acre lot. So that's going to appeal to like a certain buyer, isn't it? So it may not be for everybody, but if you're looking for like an equestrian compound where you can have staff and maybe make it functioning as a horse facility, that one's pretty interesting. 2.7 Morro Bay. Let's see location. This might have a little bit of an impact. Oops, my connection is a little slow. I'll let that populate. Not too far out of town. See, that's actually one you can see from Highway 1 on Quintana Road. Check that out. It's pretty cool. So it's a great location just as you're heading north on Highway 1 right before you hit Morro Bay. It's a good spot. So that's easy access to SLO and over to Morro. Okay, duplex. Oceano. Here's where you're going to get some deals. Oceano is probably one of the Oceano and Napomo are probably 2 of the affordable spots in San Luis Obispo County where you can pick up some units. So check this out. 2 units for $799,000. 42 days on the market. I just again like to pop down real quick and see what we're talking about. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. So you basically get your house with a granny unit already on it if you wanted to do that. Let's say you want to live in one and have mom and dad in the other one, or vice versa. If you're mom and dad and you want to have the kids in the other one, you know, whatever whatever your scenario you're trying to make. This to me is a great value. So, but it's 42 days on the market. Why do you think that is? Quick tour of both units there. I don't know. To me, this one looks good. Call me if you want it. We'll go look at it. 2120 Oceano Street in Oceano, 825,000, 146 days on the market, 2 units, and you're talking a 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. So 412,000 a unit. Well, you know what? There are some condos in that price range, possibly in the area, possibly. You know, but they may not be a house. These are going to be condos, and here you've got a duplex situation. Let's take a quick gander through that one more time. Okay. So there you go. Kind of gives you a vibe of it. And then 2130 Oceano Street in Oceano, 825,000. That's the same one. Is it? Oh, they're next to each other. Ooh, I see what they're doing. So 2 different sales, 2 different duplexes, and they're 825,000 each. And by the way, they're currently picking up 1,300 rent. Let's see what the open market rent would be on that property. I like doing this. So you can always, here's a good little tip actually. So you can use this program called Rentometer or Rentometer, however you want to pronounce that. And you can just type in an address. Here's 2130 Oceano. And let's say I'm renting a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Voila, check rents. And it kind of gives you a rough idea on the low end and on the high end of what the rents would be. If you want the pro report on any of these, just reach out to me. If you don't have a realtor, I'm allowed to send it to you. I'm happy to send it to you. And that will get you all the comps that are supporting that number that you can use to provide to your lender many times. The lenders have taken these from me. So those are nice to have if you're looking at taking a look at some of that. So anyway, so these rents are a little under market. Actual rent, $1,300 for a 2-1. So as you saw from the Rentometer report, you probably get a little bit more for that. So something to think about. This is a coming soon. So Paso Robles, now we're going to Paso, 925,000 for 2 units. And these are going to be 2 units, 4-bedroom, 3 baths. So we probably have a, let's see what the breakdown is. Front unit is a 2-bedroom, 2 bath. The rear unit, losing my words at the end of the day, the rear unit is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. So there you go. And that's coming soon. So that's not on, you won't see that on Zillow. You won't see that on RedX. It's coming soon. Coming soon to a theater near you. Then you got Tancredi Lane in Paso, 1.2 million, a duplex. 2 units, comes to about 625,000 each, let's say. But one of them is a 2-bedroom, 3 bath, and a 1-bedroom, 2 bath. Wow, lots of bathrooms. Let's see what's going on here. Floor plans. Exceptional new duplex, brand new. Is this brand new? Let's see. Yeah, built 2025. Wow, we got to take a little quick tour of this, don't we? Look at that. How cute is that? Only, wow. All right, there you go. 0 days active on MLS. Guess what? This just came out on the market today. 1.2 million. Do you think that's going to last? You get a 1-bedroom and a 2-bedroom in Paso for 1.2 million, brand new. 1-bedroom, 1.5 bath unit and a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath unit. This is perfect for a family looking to do something. I agree. Right? I mean, the location of this, you know, when I saw the address, it's pretty awesome. Look at this. Just outside of town. I mean, really well done. This is pretty cool. So that's 1.2 million. Hey, if you're looking for a vacation home, you want to get out of the Thule fog, and you're used to the heat already, Paso is a great option, and it keeps you close to SLO and Pismo. So good location there. And of course, you're in wine country. Okay, here's a fourplex, 1.5 million, 10 days on the MLS, 4 units. So that would be what, about 375,000 a unit or so. Oh, here's a nice little floor plan. I love this. 1, 2, 3. You got 632, 620, and the 500. Let's see. Yep, here's your breakdown. 4 units. They're all 1 bedroom, 1 bath. For 1.5 million. Awesome. So this again, this too, would qualify for that FHA program I was talking about. Let's see if I can get my calculator here. So 1495, 123 times 0.035. So if you calculated that, this would be your 1.5 million times 3.5% is 52 grand. So $52,000 down, you could purchase this with that FHA program. I believe the limits go up as the units go up. So with the 4 unit, you should be able to this would qualify. And then I believe it's 1.8 on the 4 units, maybe a little higher. Each county is different, so check with your lender on that. And let's see, Montecito, now we're getting a Pismo Beach, 1.3. This one's been on the market 150 days. And this has a 1 bedroom, 1 bath, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, and a 2 bedroom, 2 bath. And this is, I'm surprised that's still there after 150 days. Only because of the location. This is over in the Pismo area in what we all call Shell Beach area. So this is all Shell Beach here. Really nice location. Pismo Beach is here, and then Avila Beach is here. So you can kind of see the locations here. So really nice little spot. So this is more of the Sea Cliff area, Spyglass, you know, I guess it's officially called South Point here, but I just kind of consider all of this Shell Beach over here. You know, it kind of runs from low to high price point as you get further north on Shell Beach. These prices go up because these are the more luxury estates. They're a little warmer climate in there. So anyway, I keep going off of that, getting off track, forget. So Montecito, triplex, 1.3 million or 1.4. San Luis Obispo, this is in slow. It's 785A and B on Pepper, 895,000, 27 days on the market for this one. This is 2 units also. Oh, it's a studio and a 2 bedroom. Again, these aren't for everybody, so that's what makes it tricky. So that's 895,000 for that. You know, again, duplex, 3.5% down. But if you're putting 20% down or a 1031 exchange, this is in the Mill Street area. Let me see where it's at. Let's get a good idea. Because if it's in the little area by the downtown area, it's not too far from downtown. You're kind of stretching it. You know, downtown's over here, this area. But this is still a great location. This is a great area of slow. So anyway, so that's in slow. 895 gets you that little duplex, 27 days on the market. Here's some more on Pepper. Looks like we're unloading the whole street. 10.5 million, 27 days on the market. Let's see the breakdown on these. These are 2 bedroom, 1 bedroom, and a 2 bedroom. 2 bedroom, 1 bath. Yep. Okay. Very good. So these were taken before the current tenants were in. An idea of what you've got there. So again, that's 791, 793, 795 Pepper. Again, if you want any of this information, just DM me, or you can type a duplex in there. Let's see, Gen Photos 831. Sorry, I didn't see. I have to look over here to see the comments. You're asking about what's the location for the 3-unit, 1.3 million. That's probably why it's so expensive to rent out, due to old housing price and cost per month per renter. Let's check out which one you're talking about here. 3-unit, 1.3 million. Was that the one? Oh, that's the one we were just on a minute ago. Montecito. Let's see. Good question. So let's see what the rents would be on this. So again, to do that, anybody can do this. You can just go to that rentometer. It's rentometer, rentometer, however you want to call it. And you can subscribe to this also. Let's get the actual website back up. So good question. And let's see what we had on there. So you always want to do the breakdown. So we have a 1-bedroom and a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Okay. So let's do the 1-bedroom first. I love doing this. So this is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath. And we've got the address there. So let's just make a note of that. So check this out. So good point, Gen Photos 831. So that rent is currently at 2,000. So they're kind of in the midpoint on that. So at 2,000, that's the median rent. You can see on the low end it's 1,739, but on the high end it's 22,481. And if you all ever need any of these reports and you need some help as you're analyzing a purchase like this, just let me know. I can send you the professional reports, of course, or you can ask your realtor to do this too. They can get access to this too. But check this out. This would give you all the comps and where it's pulling those rental prices from to give you that comparison for the rents. So this is a really powerful app. I love it. And I use it all the time for my investor clients that are looking to compare rents on an area, especially when they're looking at duplexes. Okay, so that's the 1-bedroom. Let's take a look at the 2-bedroom, 2-bath rates on that. So I just come back up, pop in 2-bedroom. It goes to 1.5 max. So after that, for rental analysis, it really doesn't matter, I guess. It doesn't ask for more or offer more bedrooms. So we're going to keep the same address. And again, remember that median was 2,000, high end 2,481. So I always look at that kind of low to high. And then let's check the rents. So we're going to go to 2 bedrooms now. And now we've jumped from a median of 2,000 to 2,786 for the 2-bedroom. And then 3,600 on the high end. So if you got a pretty fancy place, you know, that would raise that rent to like a 3,600 point mark. But you can see the median's 27, and they're telling you that for those 2 bedrooms, they're getting 2,200 and 1,600 a month for them. So I don't know why the rents are different. They are putting in the estimates here of pro forma of 2,750 and 2,200. So, you know, kind of, I would think you could definitely get those rents up. You know, you'd have to follow the rental laws and the rules if those are existing tenants, or if you're going to move in, you could request that one of the units be vacated for you so that you can move into it, or you could request that all of them be vacant for you when you purchase the property, since you will be the new owner. Maybe you're going to remodel them or whatnot. But again, something like this, you definitely want to check the rental laws, and we'll help you do all that and navigate that sort of discussion. So good question from Gen Photos 831 on the rents. I hope that was a property you were referring to, the 1.3, the 3 units. Okay, so let's go over here. We'll keep going down. I forget where I left off. We did that one. Yes, I think it'd be a good idea for an Airbnb. Yeah, profit would be low, but your location is unmatched, you know, on that for sure. Because that's Shell Beach. That's pretty awesome. So, all right, so we did that one in slow. Okay, we got this one at 1346 Morrow in slow. 1.7 million, just under 1.7, 1650, I guess, be better said. Let's get back to that client view. Like this is again the view I prefer because it kind of breaks it down. You got a triplex, 3 units, 10 days on the market. So this is a fresh one. And that would be like 550 a unit. And this is in slow on Morrow. It's a little old-timey vibe there, you know? It's got the window casings, little craftsman style, which is a lot of slow. You know, it's got that craftsman look and porch. Oh, and it's in downtown. So this is pretty good. I don't think this one's going to last long at 1.7 million with 3 units. Let's see what the breakdown is. You've got 2 1-bedrooms, 2 1-bedroom units, and 1 4-bedroom. So basically a main house, 4-bedroom, 2-bath main house, and 2 additional studio rentals. That's pretty cool. So again, this is a triplex. This also would qualify for like that FHA program I've been mentioning. So you could, again, let's see, what's our price? $1649. So you could do the $1649 times 3%, 3.5%. So yeah, so there you go. For 58 grand down, you could get a 1.7 in historic downtown slow, 3 units. You could get the main unit, which is awesomely a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, which you could rent out. So it looks like you could get 4,500. Looks like they've done the analysis for you here already, which is good. This is good when someone does this homework for you. That helps. But let's take a look. But this is our last house actually. So let's just take a quick look at what that 4-bedroom, 2-bath would rent for this address. So this will be fun. Let's see if that pro forma number they've got there is very similar. They're probably using the same app. I hope they are. Oh, I forgot to put 4-bedroom, 1.5 bath. Voila, 6260 is the high end. And they're pro formaing that at 4,500. Interesting. 4,500 and 4,200. So the median currently is about 5 grand a month. But if that 4-bedroom was decked out, fully remodeled, you know, this is the high end again. 6260 would be your rent on that. Yes. And there are comps to support that. That's what that pro report does. It gives you all the comps. So pretty amazing, huh? This is incredible. So anyway, I'm going to stop sharing that, but I just want to say thank you if you guys were joining us tonight. These are my first lives that I've done. I usually do them early in the morning and kind of move to the evening. Be sure to scan, I don't know which side it's on your screen, but there is a QR code at the top. If you're not on my newsletter already, be sure to get on it. I give weekly market updates. I'll put video clips like this in there. And just give local information, but I do a weekly Central Coast market update that's included in there for you too. So be sure to sign that. Be sure to give me a subscribe and a like, and hit the little bell so you'll be notified when I do these in the future. I'll try to get a little more regular on them and hopefully get us some information on not only duplexes, but we'll do a little deep dives. This was a special duplex dive because I've got a client that's looking for something in slow for investment properties. So I thought this would be a nice way to not only get myself up to speed on what it looks like in the county, but also share it with you guys. So why not, right? I was going through it anyway, and I can just hit a button and I go live with everybody. So it's awesome. So thank you for those that joined us tonight. KNAP Media, Jen Photos, Valentine Clenard, Gordo, Morgan Rita, Heavenly Semantics. Thank you all for joining us tonight, or whoever else was out Ninja watching us. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you guys participating and asking those great questions too. So thanks again. Hope you guys have a great evening. Rest well, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.